Hi Virgo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. Happy Valentine's Day. We are checking out the Valentine's Day energy for you today. Also looking at the general stuff as well. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel so that you can stay up to date with all the videos. Go back and watch yesterday's shadow work reading. That's why we do have a day delay in the earth signs being uploaded. So sorry about that, Virgo. But that shadow work reading yesterday was specifically, aimed for the full moon, those ones. So, I do like to make sure they are available on the full moons because that's when the energy is the best for those ones. But make sure you do check that one out. It was pretty in-depth this month. I let everyone off easy in January. So we did have a little bit of an in-depth one for this full moon. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with any future ones as well. This week we are using the Telepathy Oracle cards. I've also got the Origami Lenormand. We will look at the general stuff with. Then when we move into the Valentine's Day energy, I have the True Love Oracle, the Soul Connection, When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle. And this week I am using a deck that is very personal, special deck to me. This is Titania's Fortune Cards Lenormand deck. This is my very first Lenormand deck, the one that I learnt on. I don't normally use it for other people, but sharing the love this week, a Valentine's gift to you all. So we are using that one. Okay, but getting into it for you, Virgo. Virgo, what's going on for our Virgos? What does Virgo need to know right now? Okay, that one. I'm being asked to get two for you, Virgo, which is a bit random. One kind of was thrown out at us. Indication. The indication card, it was kind of being thrown out at me. So watch, this card does say, watch for signs that lead you to true love. I am actually getting watch for things being thrown at you, like literally thrown at you this week, Virgo. Okay, I don't know exactly how, but it's giving me, like you're dropping things, because I was shuffling and that one, like, it flew out. So, things flying towards you, things being thrown at you, things, dropping things and like sort of flying out of your arms. Pay attention because they are signs for you this week. Okay, Virgo, there is some sort of sign for you and it's got to do with enlightenment. Okay. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. So, this true love that you're, being indicated towards here is actually enlightenment within your own self and realizing that, whether or not you have found, connection, love in this lifetime, that the divine, the universe is trying to offer it to you. Okay. Clarify this message for our Virgos. It's giving, I am getting that message I've been picking up lately for some people here is, because we all have those moments, yeah, where we go, oh, that's it, I'm giving up on dating, I'm giving up on love, and I something I've been saying lately is, well, you know what? If money is your true love, then so be it. So I'm hearing that phrase as well. So for some of you, maybe that's the indication, maybe that's the enlightenment that maybe there's a reason you haven't got that love that you want right here, right now in your life. Maybe there is actually something else coming into your life that you need in your life as a priority over love right now. But, I'm picking up there's quite a few of you within the collective that do actually have specific people in your energy as well. So we'll see how we go. Okay, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know right now, please? Oh, I'm hearing that song that starts off with wise men say only fools rush in. how does the rest of that go? But I can't help falling in love with you. Because firstly we have the masculine and then the Yoda card. This card is unique to this particular deck, okay? So we straight away, we see exactly that's the wise man. The wise man. But I feel like this is what you're getting enlightenment about. You know, this is the wisdom that you're receiving, the enlightenment that you're receiving. And it's got a lot to do with this flowers card, the bouquet. What great Valentine's Day energy this is. This is the perfect energy for Valentine's Day. Because, you know, traditionally Valentine's Day, we give flowers, we receive flowers. And that is exactly what the flowers is all about, giving and receiving. So I do feel as though there is this strong indication here of, you know, wisdom, but your personal brand of wisdom here, Virgo, is actually, you know, guiding you to enlightenment on, you know, it kind of says to me, the more you give, the more you get in return. So, you know, yeah, only fools rush in, but, you know, sometimes it's worth being a fool. I'm a fool for you. I'm a fool for love. Why not? I can't help falling in love. If I want to receive it, I'm going to give it. That's what it's giving to me. This message, it's, you know, watching out for those signs that lead you to true love. And this is part of the wisdom that you're receiving, is like, if I want to receive it, I need to give that. And so for some of you, it is all about getting onto the same level of what you want to receive here. You know, because that's quite, we talk about this quite commonly within, you know, manifestation technique and stuff like that, you know, like attracts like. And, you know, if you're in that, if you're in a higher vibrational energy, you receive higher vibrational energy and you attract higher vibrational energy. Although if you're in a lower vibrational energy going, oh, this is hopeless, everything's horrible, that's what you attract. So I feel as though there's a wisdom for you in that there as well, that, you know, hang on, maybe I'm receiving all this crap because that's what I'm projecting. So it's like there's this really strong message about, you know, making sure we're on the level that we want to receive. So, you know, if we want to receive this ideal perfect love, we need to be offering this ideal perfect love in return. We can't be imperfect offering, you know, asking for perfect. It doesn't work that way, Virgo. You know, that nobody is perfect, you know. So if and now I'm getting a lot of it's the Yoda card, I swear. It's giving me all these random quotes. It's that the glass houses, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house type of thing. Like, don't, you know, it comes from that Bible quote or whatever, like, who without sin cast the first stone. You know, so don't throw stones if you're in a glass house, because people can see you and they will throw back and break you in return. You know, so you can't cast stones if you're in a glass house, because you can also be broken, and thrown, like stones thrown at you can also break you. So, you know, if you're not perfect, why are you expecting perfect? You get what you give. You receive what you put out there. Okay, and that's exactly what the bouquet is all about. It's the energy, the time, the love, the money that we put into things, being returned to us, sometimes in different forms. Like if we put, you know, like work is a really good example. We give our time and our energy, and we get money in return. It's kind of a fair trade, right? Well, not fair, but that's a whole other argument. But it's a trade. It's a trade system. What are you offering in return for what you're asking to receive here? What do you have to offer? This this person, like if you have nothing to offer, you cannot expect to ask for everything in return. That's not trade. That's not a trade. Okay. So that's the message I'm getting here. With that energy, Virgo, is making sure we're on the same level of what we want to receive. Okay, and you, but I feel like for a lot of you, you are getting some sort of personal enlightenment to what that means for you specifically in your personal life this week. There will be a moment of clarity, like a personal epiphany, a moment of enlightenment that that you're not separate from everybody else, that you're part of the divine, just like the rest of us. That we're all just human. Nobody deserves more. Nobody deserves better. Not at all. Okay. There's a lot of inequality in the world, and it's inequality. It's not fairness, right? It's not. It's because of the way that the world's set up. Like I said with the job thing, it's not necessarily a fair trade. So when it comes to energy, you need to make sure it's a fair trade, that you're able to give what you're asking for in return. But you can't ask for love from somebody that you can't give love to. Okay, looking at Valentine's Day energy for our Virgos. Valentine's Day energy for Virgo this week. Whoa. What is with throwing them at me today, Virgo? Definitely getting sort of confirmation here of that enlightenment coming through for you this week. We do have the divine masculine coming through. So once again, we're seeing that masculine coming through once again, and it is the divine masculine. So we're seeing, the enlightened masculine. We're seeing Yoda, okay, all over again. We do have the spiritual maturity card. Anyone that does know Star Wars, Yoda is the spiritually mature version, right? He's old as, he's like however old Yoda is. A lot of people didn't even think about that until the fact that they the Mandalorian came out with Grogu, the little baby Yoda, right? So you're not Grogu anymore. You're Yoda, and you've climbed this mountain. You're on the path to enlightenment here, and you have matured, and you're learning all these things about yourself and about yourself spiritually. You're coming from the more divine thought center, the wisdom of self. There, you're not in chaos, in conflict anymore, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So we do see that this enlightenment is developing you in a lot of ways. And I feel like for some of you, this may be quite sort of sudden epiphanies that change a lot about the way that you think about things. Virgo, Valentine's Day energy for our Virgos. Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, it's not really showing us that much about actual love for you so far. This is all just about you yourself. But it says embrace, okay? And that says embrace what destiny has in store for you. So once again, this is a card where it kind of lets me know every time I see this that it's all about just taking it as it comes. You need to wait for that epiphany before we can really see what comes next. It's one of those cards that does let me know that the universe doesn't really want to let me in to the goss too much here of what's going on. It's kind of back off a little bit, Michelle. We're just embracing what destiny has in store with us, and we're just going with the flow. Virgo needs to just be wise, and part of being wise sometimes is being patient and seeing what happens, allowing it to happen. We do have the past lives card coming through though, So I do feel a connection with this one. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again throughout many different lives. So, there may be somebody in your energy that you do feel very connected to, and you do, I'm feeling that for some of you, you specifically feel a connection with this person that doesn't make sense in this reality. Okay, because it's like that energy of like every time you look at that person, you start thinking about like I'll just use like Egypt as a example here, okay? Because most people know enough about ancient Egypt to understand that. Okay, so every time you look at this person, you get flashes of ancient Egyptian people, like that dressed like ancient Egyptians with the the gilded beards and the pharaohs in the background or whatever. Or every time you see this person, it makes you think of certain cultures or certain things, and you may even get certain sensations and things like that connected to people, like or I feel like it's a specific person, and it's like it's that energy of like I feel like I've known you before. And why do I feel like I have some connection with you that I don't even have in this lifetime? Like, I feel like, why do I feel like you're, like I always want to call you an Egyptian god or an Egyptian princess, or I want to tell you, oh, let's meet at like, for some reason, every time I'm talking to this person, references to pyramids always come up. It feels like there's some sort of connection with this person that is kind of unexplainable. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on here. Okay, is that this person is somebody that you have known before. And your soul knows it, but reality obviously does not. Okay. It's just, but for even if that's not the specific case for you, it's just that feeling that you've known somebody before. That I feel like I've already known this person forever. Yeah. So, but we'll have a look at anything else wanting to come through for you, Virgo. You'll just have to give me 2 minutes.
Yeah,
just wait 2 minutes, please. Sorry, Virgo, I had to quickly pause. Then my son, children interrupting. Okay, but we'll have a look at anything else happening for your energy with the Valentine's Day energy, Virgo. Anything else for Virgo with the Valentine's Day energy, specifically love connections for our Virgos with the Valentine's Day energy. Just clarify that, please. Just clarify that for Virgo, please. Okay, so the clarification I've gotten is the coffin. So this is actually, it's undergoing transformation is what it's telling me here. The coffin does sort of let us know that certain things need to, come to an end, be closed, be closed so that we can, have the new energy start off here. The coffin is a death that leads to a rebirth. So something needs to end so that we can, have something else start. And I am kind of seeing directly what that is. We do have the mountain and the fish. So we do have a challenge. It does feel related to money here. Okay, Virgo. So it's some sort of delay or challenge around money that is coming to an end. We do have clear communication coming through about that transformation happening here, but it is going to be a bit of an emotional thing because with the mountain there, it's like it's going to take hard work to make this transform, to fully embrace this. Okay, so for some of you, it may seem like it may be something where it's like it feels like a little bit of a blockage or a struggle while this is happening. But in the long term, it is actually a transformative energy, and it is going to make things better. But pardon. But I do feel it's a bit of a blockage in the short term here. Okay, it's like just a little bit of a struggle going on with, and it does feel for a lot of you that this is money related, and then and then that closes off, which allows a transformation for you to happen elsewhere in your life. So just trust your intuition with that, because it's kind of giving me that energy of like, just like I'm getting a really random example here that you may, the challenge or struggle that you're having here, that you're going to have to put in some work to overcome, to do with money. The example I'm being given here is like you have drama with your bank, and your bank suddenly, closes or something like that. And so all of a sudden you have to like, especially with the letter here too, all of a sudden you have to like file all this paperwork to get all your money, and you have to like, fill out new application forms for a different bank, and go to the whole effort of, getting a brand new bank account, and making sure all your money is getting sent to the new bank account instead of the old one, because the old one is this blockage. All right, so I'm getting that as the example that that needs to end. So yes, it's a pain in the butt that you have to go to all this trouble to close this bank account, to end this service, to end this financial thing. But then in the long term, you actually end up in a much better system. So it's like, well, you go and sign up with a new bank, and then in the long term, you find out, oh, this has got much better interest rates, and it actually helps me save money better, and their processes are much easier to use, and things like that. That's the example I'm being given here. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything like huge and dramatic to do with money, but it's just some sort of closure that's a bit of hard work involved with this ending while we're waiting for that new beginning to pop in. But it is a transformative energy here, Virgo. Okay, but that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. Sorry, there wasn't too much specifically about love here for you. Like I said, your reading does seem to really want to be saying that, you need to come to this enlightenment yourself. You need to, embrace this, take it as it comes kind of thing, and, allow this to happen, and then, put in any work you need to do on your end, and then we can start worrying about, things about love. All right. So it is what it is, Virgo, but you're more than welcome to check out other placements. There's been quite a lot of love readings this week, so definitely check one of those out if you are interested in that. Make sure you do check out that shadow work reading from yesterday as well, and I will see you all again soon.